Good day. Hey, my name is James Henderson with the AI Coalition Network. Today we're going to be exploring a vital aspect of technology, the ethics of AI systems. As AI becomes an integrate part of our daily lives, embedded in everything from smartphones to healthcare, questions about ethical responsibilities of developers and companies are more important than ever. Tonight we'll be discussing how AI systems can be designed ethically and responsibly, ensuring that these technologies benefit society without causing harm or unintended consequences. But first, a word from our sponsor, coffee. If you're not an IT pro with 80% of coffee running through your veins, I don't think you're an IT pro. But, leave a comment to say different otherwise. Mmm. A nice taste of coffee in the morning to get your mojo working. So, what makes ethical AI? And the primary concern with AI is its ability to make decisions on its own. But how to ensure these decisions are made fairly, transparently, and without bias? The ethical development AI means ensuring that it doesn't harm individuals or communities, whether it's a tool used to filter job applications or the one that analyzes medical data. When ethical principles are not followed, the consequences can be severe, resulting in discrimination, privacy violation, or even dangerous outcomes. The key takeaway here is ethical AI is about more than just functions. It's about fairness, accountability, and transparency in how decisions are made and how systems interact with people. So let's take a recent example, the Apple iPhone 16, which was supposed to be the first phone built for Apple Intelligence. However, early adopters are discovering that many of the most high AI features, like the article summarization and object removals in photos, won't be available right away. These will roll out gradually, starting in October, with full integration by next year. Why does this matter? AI tools, especially from Apple, like its competitors are offering, raise important ethical questions, particularly around privacy. Apple's bet is that its focus on privacy will differentiate from its competitors. But it's essential to ensure that these tools are not only functional, but ethical in their design and development and employment. So the takeaway from this article was the delay in releasing Apple's AI features highlights the challenges of balancing innovation with the ethical responsibilities to protect privacy and ensure accuracy. The whole thing started when EU started poking its head out there and said, "Hey, we got all these laws now. You've got to follow them, or you're going to get fined out the wazoo." And so that's the reason why we don't have the Apple AI features in our phone right now. Will they be coming? I believe that there's going to be a decision made to push them down. But things are going to look a lot different than what they were presumed. So let's break down the core ethical principles that should guide the development of AI systems. These principles, from the foundation of ethical AI are transparency, accountability, fairness, privacy, and security. So let's sip on some more coffee before we tackle those features. So with transparency, AI systems must be transparent about how they function and make decisions. Users should know that the data is being used and how. Accountability. Developers and companies must take responsibility for the actions of AI systems. When things go wrong, whether a self driving car crashes or an AI misdiagnosed of patients, there needs to be a clearer line of accountability. Fairness. AI systems must be designed to avoid bias and could result in discrimination. This is especially critical in fields like hiring, law enforcement, or lending. Privacy. With AI systems often relying on vast amounts of data, protecting users' privacy is essential. Apple, for example, promises not to share data with third parties, but how efficient with these measures will be in practice. AI systems must be secure, protecting sensitive information from being hacked or misused. This is a critical element in any ethical AI framework. AI systems must adhere to these five principles to ensure they are not only functional but also ethical. So let's focus on which is one of the most critical ethical issues in AI today. With the iPhone 16, Apple has made privacy a key selling point of its AI tools. Your data, according to Apple, won't be shared with any other users to third party companies. But even with these promises, questions remain. How secure is this data? Can users trust that their personal information won't be accessed by unauthorized parties? Competing tech companies like Google and Microsoft are also racing to integrate AI into their platform, but their business model rely heavily on data collection. Apple, by focusing on privacy, is betting that consumers will choose its devices to protect their personal information. However, only time will tell if Apple can truly live up to its promises. Privacy is a major concern in the development of AI systems, and companies like Apple must go beyond promises, ensuring that users' personal information is kept safe. So let's get with the consumers' trust factor. Consumers are now more aware than ever of how their data is being used. With AI, trust is everything. If users don't feel comfortable with their privacy is being respected, they won't engage with the technology. In AI's Apple case, the delay of releasing the key AI feature like the visual search and image playground may cause consumers to lose faith in the company's ability to deliver on its promises. This is where transparency becomes the key. Good old coffee. Get your lips flapping. When a company announces an AI-driven feature, they must be clear about what those features will do, how they will work, and when will they be available. A lack of transparency can lead to mistrust, especially when competitors are delivering similar features more quickly. Trust is vital for the successful adoption of AI tools. Companies must ensure that their AI systems are transparent and reliable to maintain consumers' confidence. As AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, the ethical implementations grow more significant. AI is now involved in everything from finance to healthcare to criminal justice, and with the integration becomes more responsibly to ensure these systems are developed with care. Unethical AI systems can lead to discrimination, privacy violation, and harmful outcomes. And there's already a place that you can download all those systems too. Developers, companies, and policymakers need to work with together to create regulations that ensure AI is used ethically. For an example, ensuring fairness in AI's decision making is crucial in avoiding biases and discrimination. Similarly, making sure AI systems are transparent and accountable can help mitigate this risk of misuse. The future of AI depends on the ethical frameworks we create today. Developers and policymakers must prioritize ethical principles to prevent harm. And this really leads to the final decision of the users who's using these systems. They need to be educated, and just because they didn't know or trust the company is far fetched from what today reality is. So if you're a user of any of these new systems, and they literally take all your workload that should took you about 8 hours to do it by hand and narrows it down to 30 minutes. Well, that's awesome. But also realize what you're giving away with the time that you're saving. So as a user, we've got to be in the forefront of these companies, because governments don't really have a clue what they're investing in or looking at. Companies are just trying to make the extra buck, and policymakers, well, they're gonna say whatever gets them the next vote. So what it really breaks down it's going back to the users. The users need to be educated on making sure that the tools that are used are actually, have the ethical development mindset. Companies are actually following a framework, and of course the policymakers are actually, you know, giving a some sort of a framework, of legal framework, that our data that we provide to save a lot of time is not being going to be used for the negative outcome of maybe the future exploitation. So as we discussed tonight, the ethics of AI systems are not just technical concerns, they're a societal one. From the delay of AI's features of Apple iPhone 16 to the broader implementations of AI in healthcare and criminal justice, ensuring that these AI systems are ethical is a responsibility that falls on developers, companies, and policymakers alike. But it eventually comes down to the user, and to making sure that everyone else is in line. So ethical AI is about more than just creating powerful tools. It's about ensuring that these tools are fair, transparent, and accountable, and protect our privacy. Only by adhering to these principles can we build AI systems that truly serve the public's good. So thank you for joining me, James Henderson, with the AI Coalition Network, in today's discussion on AI ethics. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue to ask critical questions about technology shaping our future. I want to wish you a good night and have a great weekend.